The pandemic has exposed the weaknesses of Cambodian economy. It is very dependent. It has a very small economic base, which is really small. I'll talk about them later. And it also is very dependent on the open economy or to the global economy. The three major sectors that are impacted by the pandemic is tourism, manufacturing, and construction. These three account for 70% of growth and 40% of paid employment in Cambodia in 2019. Let's look at tourism alone. I think it is popular as a tourism destination. The government has reported that tourism contributes 30% to its gross domestic products. Now it is on its knees. The ticket sales to the well-known Angkor Wat complex has fallen to 99.5%. Government figures report that almost 3,000 tourist-related businesses have closed or are suspended, and it has impacted close to 50,000 workers. In manufacturing, 180 factories closed in May, and 60 are believed to be close to suspension or closure in a few months. This impact on the factories are caused by two factors. One is the dwindling source of raw materials that's impacted by the disruption of the value chain, of the supply chain, and then also the cancellation in mass of orders from Western brands when coronavirus or when the pandemic hit Europe and the US. Construction was suspended by government. It officially declared that all new construction in the country will be suspended, those that are scheduled to start in 2020, to divert funds to help people, workers, and businesses to use that money to help those people. It also is requiring all visitors when they are coming to Cambodia to pay about $3,000 to defray the cost of testing, to defray if you are going to be quarantined. So it's the first ever cost recovery for testing and for quarantine. This will deter again visitors coming to Cambodia, and this will impact construction. Commercial construction is going to be decreased because there will be less factories to be built. There will also be less hotels to be built. There will be less. There's a lot of things that will be reduced. So the steep economic downturn is causing a lot of social dislocation because of livelihoods that are falling and because of poverty rising. A large proportion of the people that's living in Cambodia subsist daily on $1.5 a day. Imagine most of the people that we work with knows at least one who works in the tourism sector, in the garments industry, and in the construction industry. The poverty level is projected to increase between 3 to 11%. Fiscal deficit could reach the highest level in 22 years, and public borrowing is expected to rise to 35% of gross domestic product.